When people talk about social media and well-being, the conversation often centers on North America and Europe. Well, let me take you to Middle East and North Africa because that also matters greatly. One of the most useful things evidence can do is rescue us from provincial thinking. So, social media use is among the highest in the world. Heavy use is common. In some countries, between 1 in 5 and 2 in 5 users report more than 5 hours a day. That is substantial. Now, interestingly, youth well-being in the region has not fallen in the same way it has in Western countries. And that alone tells us we must not tell simplistic stories. See, there is something else also that you need to know which is important. Heavy social media use is still associated with lower well-being. Heavy users are more likely to report stress, depressive symptoms, and a sense that they are doing worse than their parents. And then there is a very important question. Not simply how much social media is being used, but how it is being used. The answer is extremely illuminating. Using multiple platforms, relying on social media as a primary news source and following influencers are all associated with greater stress, more depressive symptoms and more negative comparisons with parents' quality of life. There, in a sense, is the key. The issue is not merely time, it is the type. Passive use appears especially problematic. Visual environments that encourage comparison appear especially problematic. Influencer-driven spaces appear especially problematic as well. And that makes intuitive sense, doesn't it? Because when a platform turns life into performance and turns everybody else into a reference point, it becomes harder to feel that your own ordinary existence is enough. And perhaps that is one of the most corrosive features of the digital life. It does not merely connect us to information, it connects us to endless comparison. To beauty we do not feel we possess, to success we do not think we have reached, to lifestyles we cannot sustain, to standards we never agreed to, and there is something that needs to be reminded, that context still matters deeply. The same platform can exist in very different cultural conditions and have different meanings, patterns and consequences. So once again, the lesson is not panic, it is precision. If we really want to understand the relationship between social media and well-being, we must stop asking only how many hours. No, we got to stop that. And instead, we should ask, what are people seeing? What are they comparing themselves to? What are they using the platform for? And what emotional world does the platform quietly train them to inhabit? Because once we ask these questions, the issues become clearer. The problem is not simply access to digital life, it is exposure to digital environments that teach people to measure themselves against a moving illusion.